A lot of people overcomplicate creative testing for Facebook ads. It's actually extremely simple. And in this video, I'm gonna give you a 4-step framework that will help you test creatives. And at the very end of the day, you'll find winners. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take you inside my computer. We're gonna start with the fundamentals of creating testing, and then we're gonna set a campaign from scratch. And I'm also gonna present you with a real life case study, and I'm gonna show you how I tested some creatives for my previous campaign, and you're gonna see what happened. And based on the data, I'm gonna show what decisions I'm making for this campaign. Now, let's get started with creative testing, and let me show you my screen.
Hi, my name is Nico. In my channel, I share what really works in Facebook ads. Why you should listen to me? Well, I actually run ads for a living. For the past 10 years, I've managed ads for myself and my clients, and I'm gonna share some of my results. This e-commerce ad account spent $666,000. We brought 101,000 website purchases, and the cost per purchase is $6.54. Here's another ad account I managed in the past. Here we were selling an online course. We spent $743,000. We brought 44,000 website purchases at a cost per purchase of $16.84. This is a lead generation client. It works only in the USA. We gathered 9,789 leads at a cost per lead of $1.98.
Before setting any campaigns, the first thing that you need to do is set your objective. You need to pick a goal. You need to have an end goal. By creative testing, what are you trying to achieve? If you're following my channel, or if you're like other business owners I work with, probably you have two main goals. It could be both, it could be just one. Either you're trying to increase your sales, or you're trying to increase your leads. So at the very end of the day, you do creative testing to make more money. This should be the very end goal. If you're doing creative testing for engagement, if you're doing creative testing for page views, for like link clicks, you're wasting your money. So this should be your end goal, and this should be what you're measuring. The second thing you need to figure out in terms of the objectives that you're setting is you need to decide on one or two key metrics. The key metrics that I'm usually measuring, the first one is of course return on ad spend. This is the number one metric I always measure. This is the most important metric. So I'm gonna vote it, because based on the return on ad spend, I make the decision if the creatives are working or not working. If your campaign is optimized for leads or maybe scheduling appointments, I also take a look at the conversion rate. And another metric I take a look is the click-through rate. So if I have to pick just two metrics, would be ROAS/conversion rate I take a look at, and the second metric would be link click-through rate. In terms of like running ads, I'm gonna show an example. I'm gonna show you an ad that has a very good link click-through rate. However, the conversion rate is not really there, and I'm gonna show what I do with this ad later on in this video. The second thing that you need to do would be to design ad variants. We're doing creative testing. In many cases, what this means is we test multiple ads, and we run these ads against each other, and we pick the best one. And usually the best one is the one that has the highest ROAS, the best conversion rate. Usually the way I do it for my campaigns, I run 4 to 6 ads per ad set. And those 4 ads, I usually run image ads. I usually run 2 image ads, 2 video ads. This is like how I do it for most of the times. If I have a higher budget, I might run 3 image ads and 3 video ads, and I make the decision. So how do I make the decision if a creative works or not? And this is the fundamental question. This is the fundamental question, and this is what other gurus are not answering in their videos. I usually spend 2 times or to 4 times the cost per conversion I can afford. And here I'm gonna give you example. If I can afford 50 per purchase, I'll spend 100 on the ad to see if it is working. So if I spend 100 on an ad and if I see zero conversion, probably this ad is not working. So to give you just the mathematics, if you want to test if I want to test 4 ads properly, I need to allocate at least 400 for the whole ad set, right? So I'll be testing $100 per ad. If it's not working, I'm just gonna kill it. So this is the best case scenario. If I want to test 6 ads properly, in this case, I'm gonna spend 600. I see that a lot of people are talking that how they're testing like 400 creatives per month. So obviously to do that, you need to have a very, very high budget, but also to create new images, to create new videos that are actually good, that will actually work, takes a lot of time. Another thing I would like to make, how do I design my ads? The way I do it, I usually go to the Facebook ads library. I check ads of my competitors. I see what works. I see what's not working. And based on that, I make my decisions, right? So for example, here, let's say I'm into like real estate investing. This is my niche. I'm going to type real estate investing. I'm going to see some ads that are working, and I'm going to maybe like try to replicate them, or I might try to create something similar or something better. So this is how I get inspiration for my ads. Now let's get back. And this is the whole idea. And creative testing is a lot like, for example, if you try to wear 400 shoes for the whole month, 400 pair of shoes, it's going to take you a tremendous effort. You need to be changing shoes even while you sleep. That's why when you prepare for creative testing, keep in mind the budget you're spending.
I've managed Facebook ads for the last 10 years, and I discovered that a single small tweak can lead to a major growth. That's why I'm offering to work with you one-on-one. I'm gonna audit your Facebook ads account, and I'm gonna identify the one thing that you need to change so you can really scale. To book your audit for just $97, click the link in the description below. You work directly with me one-on-one, and if you're not completely satisfied with our time together, I'm gonna give you a full refund.
Because the budget will actually show you what ads are working and what ads are not working. Here, you're giving money to find out what's working. And those are the first 2 objectives that you need to have in mind before actually creating your campaign. And how I would create my campaign. Now it's time to set up our campaign where we're testing the creatives. The first thing that I want to do, I want to go to adsmanager.facebook.com, a page that looks exactly like this. If you cannot find it, you need to click on All Tools and go to AdWords Manager or Ads Manager. So once you click on here, you're going to see a page that looks exactly like this. To create my campaign, I'm going to click on the green button where it says Create. I'm going to select the objective. So if you're looking for leads, optimize your campaign for leads. If you're looking for sales, optimize your campaign for sales. In this case, I'm going to optimize my campaigns for sales/purchases. I'm going to click continue. Here, the window will ask me, do I want to do Advantage Plus shopping campaign, or I want to set up a manual sales campaign? In 80% of the cases, I choose manual sales campaign. However, if I have an ad account that has a lot of data, I usually go with the Advantage Plus shopping campaign. So if you have a lot of leads, a lot of sales, a lot of conversions triggered on this ad account through the pixel, you can get away with the Advantage Plus shopping campaign. However, if you're just starting out, I suggest you choose the manual sales campaign, and this is what I'm going to do in this tutorial. The next thing that you need to click is continue. Once you click continue, you need to give your campaign a name. So I'm just going to do test campaign. Then it's going to ask me for categories here. For me, this does not apply. Campaign details, I'm going to leave the way it is. Advantage catalog, I'm just going to keep this off. Advantage campaign budget, I'm going to keep it off. A/B testing, I'm going to keep it off. And here, this is how I actually start my creative testing campaigns. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to click on next, and it's going to take me to the ad set level where I'm going to dial in my targeting. So here, I'm going to just type it test targeting. And I'm going to use the interest lead generation. So this is how I'm going to name my campaign, test targeting. Partnership ad, I'm going to leave this off. Identity, I'm gonna choose my Facebook page, my Instagram account. Ad setup, here I'm gonna choose manual upload. I'm gonna choose single image or video. Usually I keep off multi-advertiser ads off because from my experience, this option doesn't perform very well. I keep it off. If I click show more options, I keep this the way it is, the default. I'm gonna scroll a little bit down. Ad sources. So this is where the traffic will go. And here I'm gonna advertise my online course, the Targeting Academy. I'm gonna send the traffic to this link. So I'm gonna copy the link and I'm gonna paste the link here. As you can see, Facebook is thinking. They're adding my creative. And here, when it says media, I'm gonna add the media. In this case, I might be testing just the image, or I might be testing just the video, or I might be testing different ad copy, different headline. The way I usually do it, I'm testing two different videos against two different images. And I'm gonna show. So here I'm gonna pick this image where it says crop. I'm gonna keep it the original. I'm gonna click next. Optimization, I keep all the optimizations off, and other enhancement, I keep everything off because this messes up how my images look like on the screen. So I'm gonna click on done. Then primary text, I'm just gonna keep it simple. Join my online course. Here, where usually I write long ad copy, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just gonna keep it short and simple. And here, where it says headline, I'm just gonna say learn how to run ads, right? Very simple. So this will be ad number one, and it will be an image. So I'm gonna scroll a little bit down. Headline, description, I'm just gonna keep it simple. My online course, right? The next thing I'm gonna do, call to action. Usually I leave it at learn more because here I'm selling an online course and I see I made a mistake. So learn how to run Facebook ads. Learn how to run Facebook ads. I'm gonna scroll a little bit down. Usually Advantage Plus Creative, I click on edit and I keep off and I turn off everything. So everything here is off and I'm gonna click save. So once I'm done, my ad is ready. Okay, so once my ad is published, I'm gonna click on duplicate. I'm gonna choose existing campaign, existing ad sets, number of copies. I'm gonna do 3 and I'm gonna click duplicate. I'm gonna click publish. And the one thing I'll change here to test my creatives is the image and the video. So I have this image right now. I'm gonna click on edit. I'm just gonna change the name of the ad to number 2. And here, what I need to do would be to click on remove all, click add images. And here I'm gonna add a different image. And this is the image I'm gonna use. Crop, I'm gonna keep it original. Generate images, here I click skip and continue. Optimize, I keep everything off here because it messes my data. And I'm gonna click done. So the second image is ready. And here for the next ads, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select some videos. So I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna go to the other copy. I'm gonna click on edit. I'm gonna scroll a little bit down. I'm gonna click on delete. I'm gonna select add video. And here I'm just gonna pick a video. This is the video that I'm gonna run. Trim, I'm just gonna keep it the way it is. Crop, I'm gonna keep it the way it is. Optimize, turning off everything. Other active enhancements, I'm gonna turn it off as well. I'm gonna click done. And I'm gonna name this campaign number 1 video. And I'm gonna do the rest. I'm gonna do the same for the remaining ad, which is this one, number 2 image. I can pick, I'm gonna close it again. I'm gonna select the other copy. I'm gonna click on edit, and here I'm gonna name it number 2 video. I'm gonna remove the copy. I'm gonna scroll a little bit down. I'm gonna remove the ad creative. I'm gonna choose add video, and I'm gonna pick a video that I wanna run. And this is the video that I'm gonna use. Crop, I'm just gonna turn it off. Optimization, turning off all the optimizations. And here I'm gonna click done. So I'm gonna click publish again. This is my campaign right now. And in this campaign, if I open the campaign, I have one ad set and I have 4 ads, and I'm testing these 4 ads against each other. I have 2 video ads and I have 2 image ads, and I'm gonna test those ads. Another thing that I need to do would be to change the targeting. So I'm gonna go on ad set level, and here I'm gonna target an interest relevant to my campaign. So I'm gonna scroll a little bit down. Here where it says audience, audience controls, I'm gonna click on show more options. I'm gonna change the location. I wanna target the United States, right? The United States. Custom audiences, I'm gonna leave this empty. And where it says Advantage Plus audience, I'm gonna select switch to original audience, use original audience, and from the original audience, I'm gonna dial in my targeting. Here, I wanna target interest, and the interest that I wanna target is, let's say, conversion marketing, right? And this is the interest that I believe will work. Oops, so I'm gonna name my ad set conversion marketing. And I'm gonna I'm gonna click on publish. So I'll be targeting people who are interested in conversion marketing. My daily budget for this campaign could be between 50 to 100 to 200, whatever you feel like. But in order for me to test my creatives properly, I need to spend 2x the cost per conversion I can afford. So the daily budget, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select it at 50, right? And I'm gonna click on publish. So once I publish the changes, what I like doing as well, I like testing also different interests. So I'm gonna click on duplicate. I'm gonna duplicate this ad set, duplicate with current settings. I'm gonna click continue, number of copies. Let's do 4. So we have 5 ads total. Here I wanna make sure show existing reactions appear. I'm gonna click on duplicate. I'm gonna click on publish. And once my changes are published, I'm gonna show you what I'll be doing. Okay, now as you can see, I've duplicated the one set 5 times, so I have total 5 different ad sets, and on each ad set, I'm just gonna change the targeting. So here it was the conversion marketing. What I'm gonna do to Advantage Digital targeting, I'm gonna click on suggestions, and I'm gonna pick another interest such as lead generation. So I'm gonna select lead generation, I'm gonna copy it, I'm gonna paste it, and I'm gonna click publish. And I'm gonna do this thing for the rest of the ad sets. I'm gonna show another example. Here, conversion marketing copy, I'm clicking edit, and also you can select it from the menu on the left, whatever works for you better. I'm gonna scroll to the detailed targeting, I'm gonna click on suggestions, and here I'm gonna choose marketing strategy marketing as an interest, and I'm gonna name it. And this is how I'm gonna run this campaign. And I'm gonna run this campaign until I spend enough money to make the decision. And here I'm just gonna show you a real example of what I said earlier in this video. If I go to a campaign I run, I've opened a campaign, an ad set. So here in this ad set, I've tested 6 different ads. So I think I tested 2 images versus 4 videos. On this campaign, I spent close to 3K. Here, the cost per purchase I can afford is around $120. And here, the cost per purchase for this ad set is 120, which is in range. But as you can see, I'm running 6 ads, and the budget I spent on each ad is different. So ad number 1 spent only $12. Ad number 2 only spent $23. Ad number 4 spent only $30. Ad number 5 spent 60. Ad number, I think this is 5 or 6. This ad spent 22,500. And this ad, the last one, spent 130. So based on the ad spent, Facebook favored just one ad and spent all the money on one ad. Luckily for me, this ad converted very, very well, and this ad brought 23 purchases at 108 cost per purchase. So for me, this creative was working the best from this ad set. However, keep in mind that the rest of the creatives didn't get enough ad spend. So for me here to test if this is working, I need to spend around 240 on net to see if this is working. And I'm gonna show something else that is very, very interesting. As you can see, the ad that has the higher link click-through rate, which is ad number 2, didn't bring as much conversions as ad number 5, which has a very, very low link click-through rate compared to this one. However, most of the results, like 100% of the results came from this ad. So when it comes to like tracking the success of your creatives, the number one metric that you need to track is cost per conversion and number of conversions and overall return on ad spend. This is how you need to measure your ads, and this is how you decide of what's working and what's not working. I know it might sound complicated when you have all the data, because in this campaign, the campaign I showed you, you're gonna have 5 different ad sets. Each ad sets will produce different results. That's why if you want to be successful with Facebook ads, you need to be extremely aware what you're trying to achieve. Once you run the ad sets for a period of time, once you start spending budget, make sure that each ad variant gets budget, because as you saw in my example, just one of my ads was getting the ad spend, was getting the budget. My other ads were not showing. It worked for me at the very end of the day. However, if you want to be really serious and if you want to test creative properly, you need to make sure that each variants get a similar result. And of course, once the test is over, what you need to do would be to analyze and adapt. For example, what I like doing is I want to know what was working. I want to know what was working and I want to make more of it. The key to success on Facebook ads is to understand why things are working, what's working, and just make more of it. The results in Facebook ads are made through repetition. And yeah, of course, it's like as simple as that. Use the best performing elements in your next ads. For example, if you had a very good image ads that was, let's say, featuring a bird standing on a tree, the next ad that you want to do could be like a bird standing on a fence or on a wall or on a house, etc., etc. So this was the video for today. Just to sum it up, make sure you set the right objective, make sure you design ad variants, make sure you ensure each variants get similar budget, and step number 4 would be to analyze and adapt. Thank you for watching. This was the video for today. Let me do the fireworks, a little intense video. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon.